Hey there, welcome to the Summit Host Hangout podcast where you'll learn how to plan, strategize, and launch your profitable online summit. No influencer status necessary. I'm your host, Krista from Summit in a Box, and we are kicking off a series today about branding and positioning your online summit to really get off to a strong start and ensure success along the way. Today in episode 4, we are going to break that down to chat about choosing an audience that will set you up for that success. So we are going to cover why this decision will play such a big important role in determining the success of your summit. We will cover how to choose your summit's niche or your audience. And then in the next episode, we will use this to determine the topic for your summit. Before we dive in though, I want to invite you to join the Summit Host Hangout Facebook group. This is a group of summit hosts, whether up and coming or past hosts, who have all come together to get support and to support each other in the summit planning journey. As you're going through the process of deciding your audience and topic, this community is such a great place to get feedback and ideas that you might be kind of too close to see on your own. So join the group by going to summitHostHangout.com/community. So let's dive into why your summit's audience and the topic as well are so important. These go hand in hand. I want you to consider, when is the last time you went to a general summit that was targeted to every online business owner to help you grow your business? If you've been in business for a while, it's probably been a couple years since you've gone to something like that. The only way you can be successful with a summit as general as that is to already be an influencer. If you have a smaller audience like I do, you have to get specific. You need to catch someone's attention with who you're targeting and how you're targeting them, and don't let them turn away. So in this case, someone, I'm saying in air quotes, can be an attendee, it can be a speaker, or it can even be a sponsor. If you get the audience and topic right, you are going to catch these people's attention so much easier. On top of that specific audience though, you need to have a specific problem that you're going to solve, which is what we'll go over in the next episode. But again, this is going to draw them in and get them excited knowing that they'll actually get results. This is the difference between hundreds of dollars and thousands or tens of thousands of dollars through your summit, and a low conversion rate versus an insanely high conversion rate. So let's just dive right in here and talk about how to choose your summit's niche. This is going to be a short and sweet episode, but I really want you to walk away knowing what your summit's audience is going to be. So start by considering the audience you target and help with your business, and consider how you're already serving them through your products and services. Okay, so who is your audience business? I want you then to think of which subset of that audience are you serving the best and most directly. If you can't answer those questions right now, or you're not successfully selling anything, I'll just say that now is probably not the right time for you to host a summit. I need you to tap into your audience first and find something that you can sell them and something they need help with. But assuming if you're listening, you have a business and an audience that you're selling to, once you have considered who in that audience you are serving the best, decide whether you might want to break that specific piece of your audience out into a subgroup for your summit's audience, or keep your audience as a whole. Now, if you help one group more than the others, I do want to encourage you to break it down and focus on that specific subgroup for your summit's audience. So using myself, my other business as an example, that business kind of targets all designers. I write content, my blog content, and I have a podcast. It's for all designers out there in the online space, but my summit is specifically for brand and web designers, and it's even more heavily targeted just towards those web designers, because those are the people that I help directly through my services, directly through my products, and I know more about their type of business, and I can just help them more. And that's why I decided to host my summit specifically for them. The reason I want you to consider doing this is because the people your summit is really made for in that little subgroup of your audience will be much more likely to join, and it will make it easier for you to craft something that will really help them. But it's not necessarily going to stop other people in your audience who can still connect in some way. So for my summit, I still have print designers or artists coming in to learn from these presentations, but those brand and web designers are seeing this and coming right to it, and a lot of them are making a purchase. I have getting 19% conversion rates, at least in my last summit, because of how targeted it is. So it's so worth it to do it this way. With all of that being said, though, I don't want you to worry if it does end up being your full audience. Sometimes that's just the better route to go. If your audience is already really specific, it might not pay off for you to niche down anymore. Or if you do feel like you are helping everybody equally, you can't really pull out a subgroup that you're helping more than the others. That's totally fine. But I did just want to bring this up since it's such a big part of what made my summit so successful. What I want you to avoid with choosing your summit's audience are targeting things like online business owners, creative business owners, even service-based business owners, or digital product creators. Unless you're already considered an influencer, that just might hurt your results a little bit, and you'll definitely see lower conversion rates, especially if you go as big as the online business owner and creative business owner example. It's just not going to work. You need to be able to get more specific than that, especially if you want to see those big results. If you don't care about the big results, definitely give it a try, but at least I warned you here, okay? So the more you can narrow in, the easier this step is going to be. So I want you to take time right now to get this right because it's so worth it. If you're already selling products or services, which I definitely want you to do if you're going to host a summit, this will likely come pretty easy for you. That's why this episode is nice and short, but I just want you to keep in mind those extra little things. So your action step for today is to just look at your current audience and decide if your summit will be for all of them or a subset that you can really focus on, get specific with, and help the most. Thank you so much for tuning in to this episode. For show notes and resources, head to summithosthangout.com/004. In the next episode, we're going to take the audience you've identified here and choose a profitable summit topic based on that. But remember, if you want support in this process or some feedback while you're identifying your audience and topic, I would love for you to join the Summit Host Hangout Facebook group. This is a community of summit hosts, whether they're up and coming or past hosts, who have all come together to get support and to support each other in the summit planning journey. As you're going through the process of deciding your audience and topic, this community is a great place to get feedback and ideas that you might be too close to see on your own. So join the group by going to summithosthangout.com/community.